Hi, everyone. How are you? It is so amazing to have you guys all here again I just turned myself off. Sorry about that. It's going to be an amazing day. I am really excited about all of the things that are going to happen today. We have some great fun guests, and we're going to be doing some napkin folding today for the holiday. Holla. That's my cool. So I hope you got my cool. That was my little bit of cool. I have some amazing guests on today, and it's almost like a forced thing. I love these people. I love Facebook. I wasn't a big fan of Facebook. I'm just going to tell you now. Was not a big fan. It took me a while before I even got on Facebook, but I have been able to connect with some family members that I was not connected to. And I have just loved it. I loved it, because I don't think that without Facebook that I would have connected. And these are family members. It wasn't like they were distant. We hung out as kids and we knew each other, but I was the youngest sister. So I didn't get to know people as well as my older sisters did. But Facebook has actually allowed me to get to know family members, and we don't always agree politically, but we have literally connected, and I am so grateful for that connection because I feel like it has brought us closer together as human beings, as people, and as family. And she doesn't know it, but I've actually loved all of our conversations, and I've loved just being able to get to know her even in a greater way. And also I have my sister, and I won't say big sister because I don't like it when she calls me little sister. So I'm going to say my older sister, and she's a lot of fun. And you guys have probably seen her on Linda's Hat Box because I usually help her produce her show. And then sometimes she goes on without her because she's a big sister and she does whatever she wants. And so, but I love these two ladies, and I'm going to bring them up because they are a lot of fun, and they don't have a lot of time because they are working women. And I mean, they are working women. And I'm not talking about just working a job. They are the busiest women in Hollywood, and they're not even there. Okay. So I'm going to bring them up. I'm going to bring Miss Shirley. She has Shirley Buchanan up, so I'm going to put her.
That's my name.
What's up, Shirley? And then I'm going to bring Miss Linda onto the screen. Hey, look, I told you, hardest working women in Hollywood.
Hello, Shirley. Hello, Louise.
Hey, guys.
I knew I was going to be rolling the car somewhere.
She in there rolling in her car. She told me, she said, Louise, I got stuff to do, and I'm going to be rolling in my car. And so as we see, Miss Linda is rolling in her car, having some fun. But I just wanted to bring them on because I thought, I'm going to be honest, people, I thought I was going to have to cancel because, I start talking to everybody, and all I need is an inkling of I'm going to be there and I'll post you. And then both of them were like, Louise, what See, they don't be knowing. One of the things I said, I'm like, okay, was I the only one not drinking that day? and Shirley said it was too early in the morning, so she knows she was.
But I wasn't drinking that day.
So Shirley said she wasn't drinking that day. So that means that either I wasn't hearing clearly, or I just wanted to really have them on the show because I think they're amazing. I think they have a lot to share. I think they're very empowered women who know who they are, and they draw on their own strengths and not really care what folks think or say. And that's probably why I love them so much. And look at Linda. We know and these two women have been knowing each other for quite some time because they're cousins.
My life.
That's what I'm saying. Quite some time because they're cousins.
She wasn't around, so.
Right. Well, I always tell people.
I thought you were going to tell our age. I was about to tell you something. Go ahead.
Right. See, my thing was when I was thinking about you guys, I was like, these two people know more about me than I do because they know about my younger me. And they remember the younger me more than I remember the younger me. And sometimes I don't care for the younger me that they talk about, because I know I was wonderful. I know I was
In your own mind.
In your
I
mind.
know.
There's nothing wrong with it, because the Bible says, speak those things that be not as though they were.
We all have our own impressions of
So,
ourselves. You make sure
hello.
Well, I'm thinking that I was just wonderful. That's kind of, that's what I'm going with.
well, you
That's
can
the story.
go with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. You can stick with it. We're not saying that you can't stick with it. We're just saying, you know,
We might know
speak
something a
those
little
things.
different.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So,
do.
all right, I did this. This is all about life, people. So we're gonna turn to somebody else's life.
Well, you brought it up, and
It
we were
got
gonna roll right with you.
I know you were. That's why I'm
Yes.
like, look, turning the
What?
page. But I just want you all to know that I just want to share a little bit of information. My cousin Shirley, she actually have a company, and it's called
Luscious Lashes and Lipgloss.com.
there you go. And ta-da. I just want you to know that lip color that you've been seeing me wear.
Look, ta-da. I don't typically have on makeup at 11 o'clock in the morning because I work from home, but
Mhm.
just for you.
For me, she did that. And Linda would be doing ta-da too, only I still have her mascara.
You still have
I still have her mascara sitting in my room, but guess what? She's gonna get it for Christmas.
might want to mail it today to make sure it makes it.
I know, because things do not make it in the mail these days, but she will be getting it for Christmas. So Linda, you'll be
I heard
getting that
you.
for Christmas.
Well,
So
isn't that just lovely?
I know. So and you can always tune into Linda every Monday. And Shirley, I'm gonna put up your what you call it, so people can know. If you type in that private chat, the website, I can put that website up so people will know they can go and get this beautiful lipstick and eyelash and makeup. What I really like about that particular company is you can go online and you can make up your face online. They have this little avatar and you can make your whole face up.
And everything is cruelty free, no animal testing.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it is made with natural products.
Oh,
And we
nice.
have a wide range of colors. Usually, when we talk to Black people about makeup, we're hesitant because we don't necessarily think they'll have the colors for us. But they
Mm-hmm.
have a wide range of colors for almost any skin tone.
Oh, nice. So you heard it from here. Any skin tone, wide range of colors. My eyes are all watery. I don't know if it's from the fact that it's many skin tones, a wide range of colors. But I did.
Well, we all been to the makeup counter and they stop at a certain shade.
Mhm.
And you're like, I'm going to have to make this do.
That's right. Right. Exactly. But theirs, they do. So go and check them out. I'll put up the website for you guys. Yours didn't come. Did it come in my? It didn't come in my private chat.
Well, I don't know how to do that. I'm a
It
little
says
old.
look off to your left, and it says private chat, and you can send me something privately.
Well, I'm on my iPad, so all of that might not have
Oh,
come up.
all right. It might be at the bottom portion of it. That's okay. So Linda, huh?
I
You
found
see
it. Go
it?
ahead.
I know you look like you savvy. So Linda is you might have seen, like I said, you might have seen her on Mondays called Motivational Mondays, and I normally post her on my page, and you probably have caught some of her Motivational Mondays. I know I've had friends it's like, oh, I really like this. So you could catch her every Monday at Motivational Monday on her page, Pastor Linda's Hat Box, or Linda Johnson. You can check her out. And Shirley, do you have a Facebook product page or no?
I do. It's the exact same name as the company.
Okay, so you can go over there. I'm going to put that up so you guys can see it, and you can head on over there and pick up some nice color. I love the lipstick colors because they're nice and they don't go in. Look at that.
And if you chat me on the Facebook page, if you're having trouble or whatever, I'm more than happy to get with you and help you actually either make a purchase or at least talk about what the formulas are and what you might need.
Okay, so there you go. Now we're gonna get on into some meat and potatoes.
Yeah,
I
we
see
are.
bars back there in what you call, huh?
We already kind of pre-talked about what we want to talk about.
Oh, did you now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Did
we
you now?
did.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to let me in on
So, Linda, I saw your post last night and I chatted you. The Lord put the word boundaries in my spirit.
it?
Yes, he did.
And she said, "Oh, we're on the same page." So, and we were trying to think about
Look at her holding up a book.
what most people might not know is that she and I both are eldest children.
Mhm.
I'm the
Mhm.
oldest in my sibling group, and she's the oldest in her sibling group.
Yeah.
And what I have found is that older children are held to a higher height than their younger siblings as far as responsibility. So that breeds in them an inability sometimes to set boundaries because they want to please, they want to meet expectations. And so sometimes when I'm talking to, in my business life, I don't have
Mhm.
any issue with boundaries. On my regular day job, I'm very clear about what it is I will and will not do, what it is
Mhm.
I can and cannot do. But when it comes to family dynamics,
Mm.
I thought I had worked all of that out, but obviously I had not.
I agree totally. And my
This is,
thing
this
is,
is
I am so sensitive to the needs of the family because I had to take on so much responsibility being the oldest of nine. And so Shirley is speaking the exact sentiments that's in my heart because we had that really, we take on that mothering nature because we are natures by nature, you know, women's are anyway. And then
Mhm.
when you come from when you are the oldest, you're just kind of pushed into that responsibility to just do whatever, and sometimes that is taken advantage of.
I don't know. I know, Linda. You know, I love you immensely, but I do know this. You have told me no on several occasions.
Well,
well,
that's because I
well,
learned how to say no. I
right.
really
It's not
learned that. I
the
didn't.
same.
I didn't know how to do that earlier. So
Yeah, that's what.
once I realized that no was a complete sentence, I was like yes, and then I knew it wasn't a sin. I was like yes. So I learned how to say it. So you catching the end part of it, and it really it you know what, it was a release and it was freedom that I could
Mhm.
say no and not feel guilty behind it.
Right.
I think that's what most people though. I mean, because I do find that sometimes it takes me, it's hard for me to say no to family, and I think it's more family. I mean, it happens sometimes with friends because you want to be a help, and I think it's just being a female. One of the things that I was sharing with another group is a lot of times females we feel like it's almost like we become chameleons because we try to be something
Yep.
for everybody.
I
We
call it
do.
shape.
Yeah, it's shape shifting. We try to be something for everybody. And then we end up sitting at home like, man, I really don't want to go there. Man, I really don't want to do that.
And that's true that it is women in general, but when you start looking at family dynamics,
Hmm.
the closer to the older sibling that you are, the
Yeah.
more that pressure is there, especially in families where it was required that you take responsibility for other people.
Mm,
Because like in my situation, my mom had to work. So I
right.
was in charge of someone that wasn't that much younger than I am. However,
Mm,
charge and held responsible for whatever went on in that dynamic. So that built this huge sense of responsibility, and it works very well in a professional life. But
hmm.
in a family dynamic, it doesn't work as well because you develop guilt when you can't help, but you
Oh
also
yeah.
develop on the other side a sense
Hmm.
of need to control. So it's a
Hmm.
two-edged sword.
Right.
So
Hmm.
over time, I have figured out that it's not my place to control what other people do. They live their own lives. They do what they do. And
Hmm.
also, I'm not required to bail them out every time they catch themselves in a situation.
Right. And I think that's what older siblings do or have done the most, feeling that they have to. bail out that younger sibling, feeling that they have to protect that younger sibling.
Exactly.
And so I think in some, that's a tough burden, especially coming from our family dynamics and your family dynamics, where it's mostly you have these strong females that are doing most of the raising, most of the working, most of that. And then when you come out of that, then you also feel responsible to take up that mantle
Well,
to care for your siblings.
it's a learned behavior. You
Hmm.
learn you learn what you see. You learn what you live. And
Right.
there's nothing wrong with the family dynamic. I mean, for
Hmm.
most of us, it worked fine. It's just that it puts a lot of pressure on you if you don't learn to unlearn some of that behavior. Can't unlearn,
Exactly.
can learn to say, you know what, I don't want to do that. And me saying no to it is
Hmm.
fine.
Right.
And I guess when we had our discussion the other day where we were laughing and kikiing, we were pretty ambiguous about our no. We didn't say no definitively. We kind of, no, I don't really want to do that. I don't really like to be on camera. So that
Right.
left that wiggle room, hence we're on camera.
Right. Well, that's because you guys are so, I mean, and this, I want to say this. You guys are so outspoken and you're such outspoken and powerful women till by not being, and we're in a totally different world right now. And I just feel like for me, I'm like, you have so much to say and so much to give. And yes, I will say, I do sometimes you fall back on that younger sibling thing. And it's like, well, why wouldn't they want to do it?
Yeah,
It's
you
so,
tried to pull the guilt card this morning with that phone.
no, no,
You
You
no,
did,
oh,
and
you,
kind of
no,
manipulative. You were kind of manipulative,
you
no,
were
no,
and we like, and I'm like,
no. Listen, I caught it. I caught it. Listen, I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to go there. I'm just telling you all because I don't, because you know who we get it from. We get that from my mama.
look, you know what, Louise? We, and first,
uh-oh, she's
Okay,
out.
we can't hear you. Okay. She done went through something and
Uh-oh,
Mark,
she's
I'm not trying to. I followed another car that looked like yours. I'm heading back that way now. Go ahead on in Walmart.
oh, she got a call.
oh, she got a call. Calls will do calls will take precedence over everything.
She working. She
I know. Linda be out there. Okay, your call, yeah. She got to get her sound back. She's gonna have to come back and get her sound back because once the call comes in, it'll
catching
knock
up.
the sound out. Somebody is in that other room chewing and chewing. Look at this.
Sorry. I was asking if you guys could hear me.
Look at this child right here. Is she in there? Look, Shirley, I see her down there. She just chewing and
Good
chewing.
Well, I
morning.
didn't hear. I only saw you. So
No, you can't
what?
hear her. She just
Is
down in the green room. It's my green room. I call it my green room.
okay, I would have
You all
never known.
can't hear me?
No,
I
we
can't.
can hear you. We can hear
Oh,
you. You can't hear. I can't hear you in the green room though. In the green room. When
what's
you're
the
down in the green room until I bring you up, I can't
oh,
hear you. Until I bring you up. I don't know.
okay.
I told this one. I said you come on because
I've been
all that ice
trying.
cream. All that. Do you hear them in here? Now you're also an older sibling. Or
Yes.
No, you
no,
got
I'm
an
an
no.
old.
older sibling to my younger brother, but
Right.
Yeah,
You're
it's
a
a middle
middle.
child.
You're a middle child.
I'm a middle child, but I'm an only girl, so I was always the boss.
Okay. Oh, look at her. She was
Mm-hmm.
always the boss. Now she was a mess. She's a mess. I know her from back in the day.
Y'all are no, y'all are not the same age though.
No,
You're older.
she's younger. I'm older than her.
That's
I'm
what I
Yeah.
just said. I had to keep
older
it.
I,
for
It's okay
sure.
to keep it
I
straight.
am in the generation with Kita and Toddy now. That's
She
my
in there with
generation.
them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
get it.
she in there with them other ones. Them other
Yeah,
that
we
other
the great grands.
right. She in that other group. I'm in the more mature group.
Okay. Say,
I'm hanging with the mature group.
if you say, this is my
So
yeah,
one of the things
that's
that we're
good.
talking about is family dynamics. The older, how the older children always feel responsible for the younger siblings, and how they bend to care for us, to show, they take a lot of the shouldering of raising and things like that. How did you feel where you were? Because you are a middle child.
I've I've always felt very responsible, even with like my brother's kids, Kalina and Samira, even with my oldest brother's son, because they were so irresponsible. I was the only one that I felt like was probably thinking straight or thinking along the lines where I had to keep them in order, keep them interested so they would invest in college later. I don't want them to have the senseless conversation with their parents. So I was always the one trying to have that conversation with them, trying to embed it in them. So I feel responsible for that because I feel responsible for that because I know my brothers are products of the environment that they've been brought up in, and I know that they're not capable. So the same morals that I instilled in my two kids, I'm putting into my nieces and my nephew.
So, and I think that Shirley, you said something, but it was broken up. So what was it?
I said I think sometimes that's the difference between in the black family anyway, that XX and that XY chromosome. Sometimes we tend to raise our girls to be responsible, and we tend to be more lax on our sons.
Well, that was my grandmother. She raised her boys and loved her girls.
I think that was all of. I think that was all our mamas. It was like the boys were just like, and the girls were like,
But that's
get those clean and get that done, and and so I think
that was that
especially
southern thing.
especially into Rhonda's. Go ahead, Shirley.
One of the reasons I think for that is, as a female, you know how to be a female. You know what it takes to live in this world. You know what boundaries a female has to set to live in this world. If you're raising a son by yourself as a female, there are elements of being a male that you have no idea how to implant in them. So I think that is what kind of happens with that dynamic in our families.
Right. I think that is so. Because that's one of the things.
My experience with experience with my son is like after the age of like 16. He was no longer listening to me. I could no longer nurture him. It was something else he was looking for that I couldn't provide for him. And that's when I was calling.
She went away.
You were calling who? Let me see.
I know who she was calling, but you need her mama. You got to have they have to have all the generation that's supposed to be up here. That's sure. You have to have the older one, not the middle one, giving her perspective. I'm sorry.
Oh, look at you. Yeah,
I'm just telling you. You have to, because her perspective got to go with the other middle kids.
I didn't know.
No, you have to get the mother. You have to get the oldest one, then you can get the middle kids or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But you have to get the mama
they threw you off because you're not the right age.
Right. You have to get it from the mama's age, and then you have to get those middle kids.
I'm not the right age.
My daughter and her, and then let the middle kids talk.
All right, Taronda,
you done did a whole new thing. You got the whole. Yeah, you got to get the mom. You got to get her mama. You messed up.
I think Taronda's having some connection problems anyway.
She probably is.
Look at Linda. You know, Linda booting her off. Linda is so.
I didn't boot her off.
She refused to give up. So look.
You know what? This is so interesting.
Look, she back. Taronda.
I'm back.
I think you got
interesting. I want to know. I want to know what age you need to be intelligent.
Oh, listen.
What? You're born with that.
You're born with that. She said you can't. She said you can't be on here with the mamas because you just a child. Oh, she did. Okay.
Bottom line, she did. Got knocked out again. Louise, what I'm saying is that you have if you're going to do the perspective of the oldest one. No, if you're going to do the perspective of the oldest one, because they are going to have a different, and my daughter's going to have a different one. So you're going into the second generation. But if you're going to do the first one, you got to see, it's like this. Let me tell you a story.
But Margaret wouldn't be a first one, though.
Who?
Margaret.
Yes, she's the only child. Yes, she is. Her son, she's the second. He's the second one, but you got to remember, it was only two.
Margaret would be a second one. So
she would, but she
right.
Yeah, it's only with her and her brother.
Right, but she'd have a similar perspective of being that female in that family, because it is. I mean, and especially in our family dynamics, there was something about there was definitely difference between the male and the female in our family dynamics.
But the problem is the responsibility that Margaret had with outweighed was much more than her brother.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
and so
mean.
that's why
It
she
was
can speak from that perspective
right.
because she was in those
Well, let's
shoes.
for her since
Go
she's
ahead.
not on the call.
Huh?
Mhm,
I said, let's not speak for her since she's not on the call. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You're right. But
mhm.
since she's not here to, speak her own, we
Right.
should
And
let her.
and and and, and I, Taronda came in because she was just be having some fun. We was
Oh
having
no,
some
that
fun.
was okay. That was
Right.
fine. That was fine.
And
But I
I
was
and
just
I, no,
saying
I get
that's
what you're
good.
saying. And you were just having fun with her.
That's
And
all right. Yeah.
right, we were just having fun with her. But that's the whole thing. Is like understanding that family dynamics and coming from the older sister and older sibling to the younger sibling. That's why this is interesting because my perspective is from a younger sibling. Now, I wasn't the youngest sibling. I have a younger brother, so his perspective is totally different from what my perspective was. But I do understand because we do rely as a younger sibling, whether we want to admit it or not, or even understand it, we do rely heavily on our older siblings. We rely because I always, it's like with my sister Marilyn, I went to school with her, and I relied heavily on what she was doing, seeking the approval. And I don't think older siblings always understand that younger siblings are always trying to get their approval. It's like,
Is that what it is?
yes, that's what it is, seeking the approval of
I
their
don't
big.
know if it was seeking their approval of working them. You know what
And
I'm
no,
saying? I don't know.
a lot of it was I'm talking from my perspective. It meant a lot to have the approval of my older sibling.
Back.
It meant a lot.
But you know what I found out? I found out that even though the younger sibling pulled on the older sibling when they got older, what I found out is that they had some issues because the older sibling was so authoritative, and then as they got older, they resented that, and they didn't really respect that. You know,
Mhm,
it's like this is what I've been operating in all along. I'm not trying to run your business. I'm not trying to run your life. You
mhm,
come to me with specific things and some things, and if I give you the wisdom and knowledge, whatever God has given me to give you, and it's okay to pick and take it apart and take what you want, but sometimes they become resentful. All of a
mhm.
sudden they have those flashbacks as though, well, you were too harsh, you were too this, and I said, well, we were all stair
Yes,
steppers, we were all right
plain old
together,
boss.
right? Yeah. And so what happened is that we start having these different types of feelings about the older sibling giving us suggestion because we become resentful because now we don't want them to tell us anything, and then there's the respect that we don't really want to
Yes,
respect
I do.
their opinion then, so sometimes there's a clash in there. And then let me
Mhm,
tell you this here, when you think about a big dog and a little puppy, and you think
mhm,
about them both being in mud, and then
mhm,
you say, well, you okay? Now the big dog may be okay because the mud might just be just ankle, but a little puppy in mud, it could be all the way up to his collar. So hey, it could be drowning him. So there
mhm.
are different perspectives from the younger and the older. We're gonna see things different, and we just have to respect that. But when you come into the older one continually for wisdom or knowledge or something, we're just gonna give it to you like we see it, and then like I say, sometimes the siblings can resent that.
Mhm.
They really can,
Well,
and not.
and this is true. I mean, they can, but also I also feel like, as an older child, you do get a little disgruntled because of what it's like you do get a little disgruntled about it because it's like tired of raising these nappy head kids. I'm
No, I think that's what it is. It's more so they ask you for something or ask your advice or your opinion, and then you see them, yeah, 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 and then they go do something else, and then when it don't work out like they thought it would, they back. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I already told you what I thought. But what I've seen with my sibling dynamic, me and my sister, is
Mhm,
that she and I are friends now. We were never
mhm.
friends growing up because
Right.
that dynamic of I had to be in charge. And so we just always had a tug of war for most of our childhood. But as adults, we're friends. And when I was growing up, I always thought that we were miles apart in
Mhm.
personality. We were nothing alike. But as we've grown older, I find that we're very, very similar in our likes, dislikes, and thinking. So I think it evolves over time, And it started
Right.
to evolve for us, I think, when I decided, you know what, she's grown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in charge of her.
Right.
She's gonna do what she's gonna do, and I'm gonna step back. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Right. And
And I
because
learned how to step back too. I learned how to step back, and I learned how to scale down my opinion and my views, and I learned how to say no, and I learned how to set those boundaries. And I try to set them because I needed healthy boundaries, because your emotion get involved when things don't go the way you think they should go. And by right, who to say the way I wanted to go is the right way. So I
mm-hmm.
had to be careful that I'm not pushing all of my stuff or my agenda or whatever onto them, because they have a right to choose. You know.
Right. Yeah. And that's just it. And that's one of the things that um, we all have to understand, because it's like over the years, I have noticed that I have reconnected with family members that, didn't really like me a lot in my youth. And because I'll be honest, I remember when we took a trip down to Minnesota. And one of Richard's cousins, I said, yeah, I got a cousin that live in Minnesota. And he said, well, you gonna go see her? I said, I don't think she like me.
That could go both ways, you know. And
No.
it's about relationship. If you don't have a relationship, you're gonna feel some kind of way, you know.
But what I'm saying is, I'm still reflecting back on our youth. I'm not reflecting on being adults, because we hadn't been around each other as adults. No. And that's why I really appreciate Facebook, because even with Shirley, because Shirley used to be like, she was just a big old tattletale, and that was so now we would say that. And so so when we were going down there, I told him, I said, I don't know. All I'm thinking is my young child brain. And so, but when I went down there, I connected. We had a great time. And that's just like Shirley said, over time as adults, we're looking at life a totally different way. I appreciate the connection that I have with my family, and getting to know all the things that everybody's doing. Like even with Taronda, I'm still waiting for my ice cream. Okay.
I know that's right. She got a lot of flavors too.
I'm like, is that ice
on the way
yet?
She needs to put her business name on the chat too.
Yeah,
so
put her thing
up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm actually going to have Taronda. I'm actually looking at doing a show with her. I'm actually looking at.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Because I want her to share about her business and things like that. So, but I do. So if she wants to send it to me in the private chat, I'll put it up in the private chat too, so that people will know. But I want to do a whole thing, a segment with her, and just have her on the show with other young entrepreneurs that are doing amazing things. Because Taronda, did you hear I was still waiting for my ice cream? Taronda popped on and
at work.
I don't think she can hear us. But yeah, I want to do something with her on the show. But nice. So in that sense, as far as being a younger sibling, a lot of times it's like, wow, I don't know if this person, and Shirley and I actually connected because we've come down to Houston a couple of times. And, even though there were short periods of time, we were able to connect, and, and I realized she liked me again, or liked me now. And so
like you. That was all in your experience.
But that was, but what I'm saying is you have to understand, childhood thinking is different from adult thinking. And you do carry that.
Adult, you should have to stop thinking that way.
I know, but you do carry, come on now, you carry it over. Come on, Pastor.
Have some,
and that's why we decided to talk about boundaries, because you have to, and then you know what, dealing with your own emotional boundaries, you have to know how to deal with that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's not just boundary into saying no, but it's boundary in your emotion and your spiritual life. But you have to have set boundaries all the way around. So it's a holistic of setting boundaries, for yourself, because those things, sometimes when we talk about stuff in our young days, sometimes some of that stuff needs to be squashed, because if we don't, and I believe you have squashed it, but to bring, sometimes it stirs some other stuff up, because we had no control over how we were brought up in a sense,
Right.
because when you think about it,
Mhm.
we were kind of separate, and that wasn't on us that we were separated. It wasn't on us that we were not visiting. Even if you think about our daddy's side of the family, we learned about them as we got older. We connected to them, and it's so much fun now. But as we were coming up, living on that block and not having transportation, not being able to get anywhere, we were just a little community within ourselves. Even though we
Mhm.
had relatives, we was not actually visiting. And so I think if people can get anything out to show how important it is to make sure that your children are relating to their first cousin, second cousin, aunties, uncle, because I see that in our generation now that is not happening. Let them, they need to know each other. It's so often they don't really know their first cousin. They don't know their sibling. I mean, the first cousin, their aunties' children, or the children. I find on my daddy's side of the family that it is a long list of people. I just like, oh my God, is that her daughter? That her son? So it's really, really amazing how we could be separate, and it's really not our fault. But now we can kind of get it together. Do that make any kind of sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, my daughter
You know,
has a cousin that lives less than a mile from here. Went to the same high
see,
school. Don't even know each
you
other.
kidding? See what I'm saying?
She knows her cousins in Minnesota and Chicago more than she knows
Mhm.
him right down the street.
Right. And that, I mean,
See?
and that happens a lot. And that's why it's like for me, it took me a while before I decided to do Facebook. And I had friends in Colorado, and they were like in Colorado Springs, and they were like, do Facebook so we could keep up. Now I still keep up with a few of them, but I find that I've connected more with family than anything. And I really
And I
love it.
love
I
it.
love the fact
Mhm.
that I've connected with family in different parts. I mean, I've even connected with Victor. I visited him once, and we're connected on Facebook, and we communicate on Facebook. So, and these are like distant, not distant, but feel like distant cousins
Well,
because,
he would be distant to you because by the time you were born, they weren't even living in Chicago anymore. They were in New Jersey. So
right.
you
So,
you truly didn't grow up around him at all.
right.
Me,
Well, I
you
feel like most of
knew
my
about him.
cousins were distant cousins. Let my mama tell you. She'd be like, Louise, you don't know anybody. I'm like, nope. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
He's even no, he's the same age as Linda. Linda, Margaret, and Victor are the same age. So,
Hmm.
but he was gone
That's
by the
makes a
time you were
difference.
born. They were living in New Jersey because they moved to New Jersey when he was like 10.
Hmm.
So
Right.
think he's probably 20 years older than you.
Right. And so, but that's what I really like this whole dynamics, because a lot of times we don't always understand the whole family dynamics, understanding how heavy the responsibility was for an older sibling, and then how much younger siblings relied on it. And I also get the fact that, like when Linda was talking about, like when you guys were talking about, well, younger siblings didn't always listen, and but a lot of it just came from those times when you babysat and didn't want to, and so younger siblings didn't like you.
They did,
But what
and
was
and that's
was
so true with the.
we didn't have a choice.
Oh,
We were told you
Right.
are in
yeah.
so you're in the middle between a parent and the younger sibling. But the
Hmm.
has said, when I leave here, you're in charge. You make sure this and this happens. Now, you as a younger sibling resent that, but we don't have any control over that.
Right.
We what we
Right.
were instructed to do. Period.
Hmm.
Because
Right.
if we were the ones in trouble because it did not happen.
And then
And
ours was a whole
exactly.
different
I was in
situation
charge of never
because
getting a whipping. My whole goal in life was to never be hit. Period. So I made sure that what needed to happen happened. Period. You didn't have to like me,
and
but you had
then
to get it done.
and then mine was a different. Let me stop for a minute. Mine was a little different because I was close to the landlord, and so the landlord would always tell me, Linda, so
A
and so is
chandelier.
running. I could tell when she's running across the floor. So and so is running down the stairs. So here I go, acting like I am the one that is in charge of making sure they don't make all the noise in the house. So I had to, when mine would leave, I would have them all sit down, fold their legs, and fold their hands, because I call myself giving the landlord a break from them ripping and running over her head and her chandelier shaking. So it was just really weird because here I am We all stair step. Yet I have responsibility of 4 sisters and 4 brothers, and had them all sit down. Now, for the most part, all of them would actually do what I asked them to do, except for one, and that was Joseph. And Joseph was the smallest one, but he was the one that was just simply was not trying to adhere to me being his boss. So that caused me to have to keep pushing him. He act like a rubber band and just on and on and on. And lo and behold, who knew that we were going to actually be working together in ministry? And I think, and working with him in support group and ministry, that he always cut his eye over there at me as if say, you know, I'm about to see you taking charge. You always take charge. And I still could feel that pull, you know. So nevertheless, God has blessed our relationship, and he's really blessed our family. And I'm with both of you. I love Facebook because it gives us a chance to connect, and it feels so good, and we are so mature now, you know.
I feel that way too.
Said about the landlord. If we look as adults, look back on that, she was being extremely unrealistic to expect a family of children to be perfectly quiet.
Of 9 children.
One child is not going to be perfectly quiet. I mean, that was being extremely unrealistic. And I think part of what you experienced was somebody's unrealistic expectation over you to do something that should not be required. Children cannot sit down, be quiet, and be still continuously. They have to run. That's who they are. So you had that responsibility that's placed on you. And then you had this outside pressure that was not your pressure. Number one, she should have never spoken to you about your siblings. She should have been talking to your mother.
To your mom, right.
So she automatically was out of pocket to even discuss what was happening in the house with you, because you were still, even though you were the oldest, you were still a child.
Right.
And I think
it was a lot of pressure put on her. It was a lot of pressure put on Linda during that time. And then, I mean, and even just with having to monitor, you know, I was the good one. Let's put that.
Oh, okay.
But
she's gonna make us tell her something real quick.
Louise said hello, family. I know Louise. I know Verna said hello, family.
You
and
know,
Verna can definitely say what you could do with or not.
Because I'm gonna tell you why I was the good one. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was like you. I didn't want nobody hitting me. So I sat down, and I sat down where I was told to sit down. That's how younger siblings are. Because and the other reason why I sat down is because Linda used to have treats every now and then, and younger siblings want treats. So younger siblings sat down because we received all the good stuff when good stuff was given out. So that's why younger siblings. So I was the good one. So there.
She was not the only one good. It was a couple of the only one that used to give me the flux was Joseph. For some reason, he wanted. And you know, I don't think our landlord really intended or thought she was putting that pressure on me. She was just what she did was she would take me out and take me to do time. She would do different things with me, and she just was basically having a conversation. Me being the oldest, thinking, "Oh, let me help her out." So you know, but you're right. She was having a conversation which she probably should have had with my mom, and I think she was just talking in general because she was. Let me tell you something. I salute her today, and I tell you why I salute her. This lady allowed mom to stay in the house after daddy died with all those kids with a little bitty change. Nobody would have ever done that. This lady did so much for us. And I remember, you know, because that was overwhelming for mom to have all those kids in that apartment and nobody to help until grandma came to live with us. So this lady bent over backwards for us. And I know because I remember how much the rent was. I remember when the checks were coming. I remember just a whole slew of things that were going on. And this lady, was really a blessing to our family. So, yeah.
Oh, no, I wasn't criticizing. I was just saying, you know, because you were a child in that family dynamic, it would have, that conversation would have been better suited for a parent.
Right.
Yeah.
An additional thing to be responsible for.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was a lot of
I took it on. I did. I definitely took it on.
Siblings, on top of 8 siblings. On top of 8 siblings and JoJo.
JoJo was a sibling. He is a sibling.
Well, then on top of 7 siblings and JoJo.
No, he is a sibling.
Well,
He's
the sibling
rebellious.
JoJo. So, all right. So we're gonna, this has been a great conversation. We're gonna have to continue it because we have to get to some napkin folding, and my napkin folders are down there. Now, I don't know if you guys know how to fold napkins, but these gals, they worked in a restaurant, and they didn't work in the restaurant. Their family owned the restaurant. And in their youth, they were quite the napkin folders. And I kept trying to bring Taronda back on, but I think she's having some difficulties with her connection because she pops on and off. And I don't know if she can talk or what's going on, but if she pops back on, we'll see. But she's been popping on and off. And so I think Barb is down there. I'm going to bring her up, but right now I
brought my AKA gear today.
Oh,
hey!
Oh, okay, all right.
Represent.
I see you got the pearls.
I be pearled up. I'm like, maybe I should have been a part of something because I am a huge fan of pearls, and
I love pearls too.
And I was reading, and I've been wearing them for a number, just for a number of years. I've always loved them.
Then I just said, you know what? I'll just wear the shirt.
But you got yours on to be like, hey, that's your pearl right there. So.
Wait, back to napkin folding.
All right, so we're gonna do some napkin folding. Let me see if my napkin folders are down there. Lucy, are you down there? Let's see. I got some noise. I'm trying to see if Lucy's down there. Barb looked like she just walked off because she's been in the room. She has something on her board. What does her board say? Hold on. It says, "Oh, Destiny Dental Assistant Program is wishing everybody stay safe."
Well,
all right.
I got to get back to work. I got to pop off though.
I know you do. So thank you so much, Shirley, for coming in and hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate you being here because I know that but next time I'm gonna get everything clear. I'm gonna clear everything.
It's gotta be a definite yes, we will do it.
Hello. So we'll talk to you later. It was a pleasure.
Right.
It was a pleasure, Weezy.
Hey,
okay,
bye
bye.
I love you guys very much. Love you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you later. Well, that was so much fun to be able to share family dynamics and understanding the dynamics of younger siblings and older siblings. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. So we're gonna go down to my dining room and see what I've been doing down there because this is our holiday edition. We're doing things for the holiday. So as you can see, I changed the tablecloth from last week. And and we're just waiting for Barb to come back. I know Barb has some patients and things like that. And Barb is actually coming to us via New Image Dental to come and hang out with us and show us some really cool napkin folding. But here I'm going to share a screen with some of the things that I was doing earlier today. And hopefully Barb will show back up for us. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this one up. And hopefully we'll get Barb back in the room. Barb back. There she is. Barb's back in the room. Oh, and there's Lucy. Lucy's back in the room too. Yay. So I'm going to bring both of them up. So let me bring Barb up. Give me 1 second. Let me click this one open here. Da-da-da. I'm trying to click this is open. Oh, there it is. All right. And then we're going to get Barb and Lucy up for us and get them back in here. Da-da-da. I'm glad to have them back here. Hey, Barb. Lucy, is Lucy
No
there?
camera. I'm here, but no camera. The camera's not going on. I don't know why.
The camera was just on.
Right here? It went on?
Yeah, it was just on a minute ago. I saw you.
Is it
Oh,
on now?
yep, there it is. Hold
There
on.
it is.
Let me yes, there you are, Lucy. Hey. This is
Hey.
Barbara and Lucia
Yes.
Manna. And they are going to show us some awesome napkin folding that I am looking. Yes, you look, somebody, she's like, did I miss it? Yes, you missed it. They're off. We're gonna do some napkin folding so you can watch some napkin folding, Natasha. She sitting up here talking about some, did she miss it? You most definitely missed it. So I got you a nice little banner, napkin folding with Barb and Lucia.
Right.
Manna, I even got Manna spelled right. What, Barb? Hold on. Wait,
You've been my boss
say that
for
again,
7
Barb.
years. There you go.
So Barb and Lucia are going to show us some really cool napkin folding. I'm going to go downstairs because Barb said that I have to fold napkins too. Yes. So I'm going to go down into the dining room so that I can watch you guys fold napkins. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to show this quick video that I did this morning of me working in the dining room because I changed the dining room from last week to this week.
Cool.
Look how fast I am.
Doing a good job. Such an awesome show last week of making your dining room look really pretty. So we're going to show some elegant ways of folding napkins to make your dining room look even more elegant.
All right, come on down here.
There she is. There she is. I really thought that was her, like, moving.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes.
Okay,
Louise, you're moving too fast for my eyes.
all right. So that was.
Look at the magic, right?
Yes. They look pretty. So you got placement.
That was all pretty magical. That was.
I'm going to turn you guys up just a little bit because I'm down here. There we go. There we go.
I wanted to be.
Oh yeah, because she's echoing.
Huh? Am I echoing?
Yeah.
That's because I got this on.
So you got it.
Give me one second.
There. Now you can't hear me. All right. I still have my mic on. So I'm gonna put my mic down here. That way I'm not echoing because I'm on a mic upstairs. So I am excited about folding some napkins with you guys.
Yep.
And so hold on. I'm gonna go and get my napkins.
I got some. I got one. Okay, what are we gonna start off with?
Have to put your camera down some so we can see. Right, put your camera down. And I see, Barb, you got those napkins I sent you.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to. All right, but I'm going to put. Okay, so I'm going to. All right, whose camera should I make bigger? Who's
me?
All right.
Barbara.
So Barb, you're going to do a napkin, and Lucy's going to do one. Who's going
I'm
to
gonna start off with the fan
first?
Lou, I'm gonna do the fan.
You what?
Oh, okay. Because I only know 3 of them. 4 of them.
All right, so
we
we'll
got
start
you.
with Barb. We're gonna make Barb
okay.
Big.
All right. So you got.
Everybody can see, and then I'll do Lucy. All right.
All right. Okay, so you got your napkin flat out.
Hold on, let me open my napkin. All right, let me open my napkin, girl. Hold on. Hold on. All right.
I don't see you. You got it open? Okay, now you want to fold it in half.
Oh, you want to see me? Okay, hold on. All right, hold on.
No, it's okay. There you go.
Hold on, let me do it this way. All right, now let me.
There you go. Perfect.
Right, there you go.
Perfect,
so now
Louise.
You see me and Lucy. You're just bigger. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so fold it in half. Did you fold it in half?
All right, fold it in half. I got it. Go ahead.
Okay, now move it to the front this way here.
All right, then I turn it that way.
Yep, because we're gonna
Okay.
make a fan. So you're making a fan.
Okay.
You got it?
All right. Uh-huh.
Oh, Lucy's doing it too.
Working it.
Okay. So this
back
is a
and
way.
forth.
Yeah.
We're all doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're gonna fan it all the way until you have this little bit left over.
Oh, it's some left over. Hold on, let me.
Yep,
Yes.
leave some left
I
over.
folded all that.
Okay, now you want to
All
fold
right,
it.
okay. Got some left over.
Okay, then you're gonna grab that and you're gonna fold it again.
Oh,
Turn it around.
okay.
Flip it
Okay, I'm
over.
gonna fold it again.
Okay, so you see
Which
this
way am I
area
folding it
here?
again?
So you're like,
Okay.
so you got the fan part. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're
Flip
gonna
it.
fold it in half again.
Okay. Okay, I did that.
Okay, this flap here where you have some left, you're gonna grab that corner and you're gonna go on the inside of here.
Tuck it in.
Tuck it in.
Okay, I'm going on the inside.
And it's going to be like this.
Okay. Let me
You're
see.
gonna tuck it in.
All right.
And it's gonna be like a triangle.
Okay.
Then you're gonna turn it around and you're gonna open
on
it.
both sides.
Nope, one side.
I'm tucking it in on both sides. I'm tucking
One
it on
side.
both- Huh?
One side.
Oh, okay. All right. That's where I missed it. Okay. Hold on. Tucking it on both sides. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Hold on, people.
Hold on,
Okay,
people.
there
We
go.
got this.
And now I'm going to do.
You got it. Now
All right.
just
And
let
then
it
what do
go.
I do?
Exactly.
You got it like this?
Like this.
Oh, there you go. You did it.
Look at that.
All right, now turn it around so we can see it.
Look at it. Wait, let me set. I got it. Let me put mine up front so people can see it. Bam. Let me
Turn it around.
Turn it around, Louise.
There you go. We got our fans.
There you go.
Woo-hoo.
Nice. Oh, look at Lucy's. Hold on. Let me bring Lucy's over.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Lucy has a
Nice.
towel.
I want to say Lucy. All right.
But that's
look,
okay.
Look at
Anything
yours.
works.
So nice. Look at mine.
Yes.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Oh, yes. I love it. Love it. Love it. What is that? Somebody said,
Who said
what
what?
is this? Can you request for one more? Somebody said something. What does it say? Let me read this. Okay, let me bring it over. I'm going to bring this comment over. What does it say?
Can you repeat for us one more times? All right.
Okay. All right. Repeat
Okay,
it.
we got to repeat
Which
it.
one? What did they want you to repeat?
We only
whole
did
thing.
one so far, so I guess it's the fan.
Okay, so
All right, let's do it all over again.
yeah, let's do that one, and then after that we're gonna do Lucy's.
Okay. Open it up.
Lucy got some cool ones too. All right, so
Hold it.
all right, we fold it. I'm gonna do this at the whatchamacallit for dinner.
Yes, Thanksgiving. I'll be there.
Then you turn it around, up and down.
Yeah, so you could do it like a fan.
Okay, and then
In, out, in, out. In, out. Until you get it like this.
okay.
Yes.
So Lucy said in and out until it's like that. Okay.
Okay. Then you'll fold it down. Put it down on the table. Take your right to the left over.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back and out mine. Okay, all right, there we go. Then
Okay.
I fold it.
Then you'll
Hold
put
it up,
this
hold it
wing.
up. When you fold it up so they can see it a little bit.
Okay, fold it like this. See, you'll take it from here
Mm-hmm.
to here. Fold it in. Okay, you bring it down on the table.
Okay.
You'll take the little wing and tuck it in. I did too much. Too little. Tuck it to the middle.
Show the little wing, Barb. Hold it up so they can.
All right, so you got your little wing right here. And you want to tuck the point. You want to tuck it in to the middle. Correct. And then it should hold up.
All right, there we go. All right, here's my fan. Boojal.
She got it. There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh, my fan is the bomb. Lucy, what are you What is Lucy laughing about?
Nothing. I always smile.
Lucy's silly.
I'm always smiling. I'm a happy person.
Lucy is so
You're perfect.
funny. Oh, look at that. All right, Lucy, what are you going to show us? I'm going to put my
Okay, well,
up.
I can show you I guess it's a hat. It's a little hat that, yeah. I can show you that. I can show you the bunny ears, but I'll do the hat first. So you grab your napkin.
I'm going to leave this one up and then.
Okay.
So then I'll do the hat. Barb, you have more than one tablecloth. You could.
I like the red one.
Huh?
Okay, I'll do it real quick and I'll use another one.
I sent you 2 red ones.
I got 4 of them.
All right, let me put Lucy. Hold on, Lucy. Let me put you in the front. All right. Okay, Lucy.
All right. So so I'm going to make a hat. I think it's a hat, but, and you put it on the okay. So you get your towel, your napkin, you fold it over just like this, square it up.
Let me see. So are we folding it over?
Just, yeah, fold it over one time.
Okay.
Just fold it over one time like this.
Okay.
See? All right. Then you'll fold it. You put it back on the table. You'll fold it again to make a nice square.
Okay.
Okay. So what you want to do is you take the ones that are they're flabbed out like this.
Yeah.
Face it towards out.
Okay.
Okay. Bring it down the table. You'll take this one that has it's like real. You put it
non-flappy. Okay.
Not flappy. You make a square.
Okay.
A triangle. Sorry. Okay. You got a triangle? Perfect. Yeah. So now you take the right into the left, and you tuck it in between each other.
Okay. Okay.
Then you'll take your flab and you flab it down.
Oh, okay.
And you got a little hat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me tuck it all in. And then I sit it up and then, okay. Nice.
You got it. There you go, Louise. Perfect.
Woohoo.
Perfect. I'm going to run and do mine real quick, too. I'm assuming you just did the hat. Yeah.
What?
Barbara's doing her hat. There you go. Boom. Got it. Done. Looks pretty.
Barb. Oh, there you go. Let me show my hat. Very nice. Here's my hat.
Perfect. See, yours is pretty. See, there's another hat, the sailor's hat. Yeah.
We're going to do another hat?
Yes, we're going to do another one. Okay. You want to go, Barbara? You're going to do the same thing. Hold it in.
Okay, let me put you up, Barb. Let me put you up. Hold on. Barb's got another. Okay, we're doing some napkin folding so you can have a beautiful table for Thanksgiving. All right, so, okay, what are we doing?
Open it up.
Open it
You're going to make it into a triangle. So you're going to grab one corner and make a triangle.
Okay, all right, so we're going to make a triangle. Okay.
Grab both of the corners, the ends.
Okay. All right.
And we're going to put it to the front corner.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Perfect. Okay. Now you're going to turn it around. Flip it over.
Okay.
And now you're going to fold it into another triangle.
All right. Hold on. Another triangle.
So you're going to just flip it to another triangle.
Okay.
And then that open. Now grab the two corners and put them together.
Okay.
And now turn it over.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. And turn it over.
Yep, like this.
Oh, like this? Okay. I don't
You
think
got
I-
it, Louise. Yep.
That's how you do it.
Oh, nice. Okay. I got
Perfect.
it. Now this one I'm gonna need another lesson on.
Let's do it again. Open it back up. Let's do it one more time.
Okay, let's do it one more time. We'll start at the triangle. Okay. So
Yep, start at a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Then grab the two corners.
Okay.
Two corners, bring it to the top.
Bring those to the top. Okay.
Flip it over.
Hold on.
Wait 1 second, Barb. All right. There you go.
We gotta wait for Lucy.
No,
Okay.
no,
Now
you.
grab
I
the
was watching
corner
you.
and flip it.
Okay, so
Okay.
grab the corner and flip that. Okay, there we go.
Now turn it over.
Turn it over.
Yeah, backwards.
And bring it up.
Okay. So, and I'm grabbing this way. And voila.
Voila.
Nice. Okay. Napkin folding with Barb and Lucy. Okay, I'll put this one right here.
Okay.
Look at those. All right.
There's one more. So you got the bunny ears, Lucy?
Yeah, the bunny ears we have, but it's not for Thanksgiving. It's for, you can do it for Easter.
All right.
Because
so
you
we'll
can put it.
Okay, so we're gonna do one more. Check it
Yeah,
out.
and this is for Easter. You could put this in a glass, or you could put it like a band around them. Like
Okay, hold on. Let me bring
what do you
Lucy
call
up.
that little circle thing?
Okay, so we can do one. Okay, let me get another one.
The ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know the ring you put around your napkins?
Oh yeah, napkin ring.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So what
you
you
do? Go ahead.
Okay, Lucy, we're ready.
Okay. So you get your whole tablecloth, you fold it in half like a square.
Okay.
Or a triangle.
I mean triangle.
Triangle.
Okay.
Okay.
Triangle. And then you just, I'm waiting for, okay, perfect, Louise. And then you get the bottom and you start rolling
Okay.
all the way up to the top, the tip of the, okay? It's real easy. And then you grab and you fold.
Oh.
You put the ring or you put it inside a wine glass.
Oh, hold on.
So now you got bunny ears.
Let me get a glass. Hold on. I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this glass right here. Gotta get a glass. All right.
Can you fill it up for me, please?
And that's it.
I think and it looks like a little bunny. Look.
Yes. There you go.
Very cute. Very cute. I love this.
That was easy.
Yeah,
that was an easy one.
Yeah, that one was.
Awesome.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Look at that. Doop, doop.
Yep. Perfect, Louise.
I know. I love this bunny ear ones because
You can even do it a little bit tighter so it can stay up.
So they stay. Oh, let me see if I can do it tighter.
Yeah. Sometimes
These tablecloths.
They're soft.
These are those soft linen tablecloths. So
right.
It's not.
So this is a little harder here.
Yeah, I think the ones that I sent Barb are a little harder because even if I roll these real tight, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at them. They're like,
nope. No.
But this
that
is
would be
adorable. I love
that would be okay on top of the plate though too, with the ring in it, a ring around it.
Yeah, because we can always put
flowers
a ring around it because I do have some rings.
See, Louise?
Yeah, let me see Barb. Let me bring Barb over.
So if you were to put this in a glass, it's gonna stand right up.
Oh, those are so cute. I love
Yep.
that. I love that. I love the bunny ears. Those are really cute. So Barb, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Well, we had a lot of practice in our life. You know, we grew up in a restaurant, so
yep.
We got a lot of practice making these napkins here.
Like you got a lot of practice. I'm gonna bring these up so people can see them. These are amazing. So you guys can make some really awesome
You're gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What
I
happened?
know. Hold on. There I am. Am I back? Okay. Yeah, that was weird. Okay. So we got some awesome napkin folding, which is cool. I'm gonna put them right there so people can see. And Barb, you guys are really, really awesome.
Thank you.
So
You're welcome.
we've been talking about family dynamics, and I know Barb, you're younger, but Lucy, you're more middle childish, aren't you?
No, she's the
I'm the
oldest.
oldest.
So Lucy, you are the oldest.
I
Okay.
am the, yep.
See, I didn't know that you were the. I was thinking you were more middle, as opposed to. So you're
No,
the oldest child.
the
Number
oldest.
one.
Share a little bit about your family dynamic. Share a little bit. I'm gonna run upstairs. I can still hear you. So I want you to share a little bit about your family dynamics as being the oldest. Okay? Because did you hear some of the conversation we were having earlier?
No, not too much, no. Not too much. I had got it.
Well, I mean, did you feel responsible for everybody?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
So
I did.
you felt
I was the oldest. You know, I always had like, you know, guide them, have them, you know, doing the right thing sometimes no. But yeah, I was only I got in trouble before everybody did, but it's okay.
That was the
It
So
perks
is.
of being the
like
oldest.
That's the perks, yeah, to being the oldest. But you know, we learned a lot to cook, how to run a business, which my dad and my mom taught us a lot of stuff. So that's a
Be
good
very
thing about it.
independent.
Very independent, yes.
Right.
Um,
So Barb, are you and your brother the youngest?
Yes, I have a twin brother. So even though we're twins, I'm the youngest. So
you're
what
the
I've
youngest
learned,
of
I'm the youngest of the three. So there's four of us.
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah.
So you're the youngest. So you came out. So he came out before you. Was like, get out of the way, Barb.
Yeah. An hour later, I came out. They didn't even know I was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you came out an hour later?
Yes.
An hour later, you know, back in the day, you couldn't see, you know, the ultrasound and all that. My
We
mom
didn't
just
have
was
it.
in pain an hour later, and here I come.
So they didn't even know you were in there.
Nope.
Oh
Nope.
wow! I did not
Not
know
at
that.
all.
That's amazing. That is amazing that you came out an hour later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
So
was
Louise,
funny.
the perks of being the youngest was I was able to see what my brothers and sisters did that I didn't do.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So whatever they did, I didn't do to get in trouble.
So did Barb get away with a lot of stuff, Lucy?
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat.
I
think
stayed
so.
away. I got out of it.
Yeah. And and our brothers got more in trouble than we did, somewhat. It ranged.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So the brothers are probably hating on y'all because you
Always.
haven't been in as much trouble.
Yeah, they used to get us in trouble a lot. That's for sure.
But I really got our fair amount of trouble.
I'm gonna run upstairs so that I could be on the other camera. But you guys keep talking. I want to know more about your family, your dynamics. I'm running upstairs.
Family dynamics. Well, we all went our separate ways.
Right. We all know how to cook.
You guys all went your separate.
There you
We
go.
all went our separate ways. All of us young, we were learned to be independent at a young age. Working in the restaurant, school, all that. So we had to learn pretty young. We didn't have much of a social life growing up. So that's who we are today. That's what made us today.
Yeah.
But like I said, I enjoy being the youngest because I learned from my older ones.
Oh yeah, I feel like I did too. I enjoyed being the youngest because I got spoiled, but
I guess I got spoiled by my mom.
but
I did.
also being the youngest was also hard because everybody told you what to do.
Yeah.
They told me what to do, and I was the last one to get everything.
Exactly. You were so far down on the chain that you got all of the used stuff. And so sometimes the used stuff wasn't worth getting.
Yeah.
No, like I wanted a new car. So you know what car I got? I got the one that my sister drove, my older brother drove, my twin brother drove, and then I got it. So no.
I would never
Lucy,
forget that white.
By the time it
What
came
was
to
it? A
me, it was
Twinkle?
going in my
What was
feet.
it? What
It
was
was a
it?
Tempo.
Yeah.
so
Tempo.
Lucy, you got the car first.
I got the car first.
Oh yeah, she had the
Well, see,
Mustang.
at least you got the good car.
Yeah, I got the Mustang first.
So you got the good car. So
Got my license when I was 15 too. That's when you got your license and everything at one time.
Really?
When you used to go to school, when I was in high school, you take the class in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And you pass in high school. It's not like how you go now to the motor vehicle and go do your license, take a test. No, we had a class.
Have it in school anymore?
Every day. No.
We did that when I lived in Chicago. It was a class in school.
Right.
Right.
Awesome.
And it was paid for through the school district.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And you had all your friends with you driving in one car. It's awesome.
So
and you
let me
got the
tell you how it went down for me.
Yeah.
I was a poor driver, so they had to hire somebody to teach me how to drive. And then it discounted my insurance, so it worked out perfect.
Well, that's because you were a baby. Everybody was done. You know,
I almost ran my mom into a ditch.
The whole novelty of teaching your child to drive was over by the time it got to you, Barb.
I know. Like I said, I almost drove my mom into a ditch, and I know she's watching, and I know she could remember that. It was funny.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on and showing us how to fold napkins, because I had a lot of fun. So you will be seeing these on my table because I will be folding napkins. And Barb, thank you so much, because I know you were at work. And Lucy, I know you were like, I have to come on. I don't know if I wanted people to see me, but you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm hoping I can get you guys on again, because you have so much knowledge and you know so many things. And napkin folding is a lot of fun. And I'm glad you guys taught me how, so I can have an even beautifuler table.
Right. Beautifuler.
A beautifuler table.
It's a word. You just made it. It's okay.
I just made it up, and that's okay because I can do that.
That's right.
All right. So I will see you guys next time. I'm going to close this show out because we've gone over, because I talked a lot to the other people, but I wanted to make sure I gave you guys enough time to teach us how to fold napkins. So thank you guys so much for being a part.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Thank you guys. This was amazing. I had so much fun folding napkins, going down to my dining room and letting you guys see what I was doing. As you can see, I changed my table over. That's what this video was about. I changed my table over, and what I did is I made my table smaller, so it's a little more intimate. It's not as long. I mean, it'll still seat, like that particular table will seat between 10 and 12 when it's fully expanded. I took it down. So right now at that size, it'll seat 8 people. So with everything going on with COVID and all of that kind of stuff, we're not going to have as many people over or many guests over. So I figured I'm going to bring the table down some so that we could have a little more intimate setting. And I just want to thank Barb and her sister, Lucia. I normally call her Lucy, but I didn't want to call her Lucy because her whole name is Lucia. And so for coming in and showing us how to fold table napkins. And also, these are my awesome table napkins. So I want you guys to see them. They're still down on my table. So those are my awesome table napkins, the fan, the hat, and the sailor hat. So I hope you guys enjoyed that segment of folding table napkins. Also, if you're in the market for some beautiful Luscious lipstick, go to Luscious Lashes and lipgloss.com. That's my cousin's company. That's where she sells. And also make sure you go and check out Pastor Linda's Hat Box on Monday, Motivational Monday. It is a great time. She does some amazing stuff on there. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to Living Out Loud. And I will see you. Hold on, let's take this down so you can see me. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to Living Out Loud. I'm your host, Louise Cutler, and I just absolutely love what I do. I want to invite you guys to our Christmas bazaar that will be going on this coming 5th and 6th of December. Here's it. So if you're around Friday and Saturday, definitely check out come and check out next Friday and Saturday. Definitely come and check us out from 11 to 2. We will be having a Christmas bazaar with several different artists and marketers that are selling their wear right here. So definitely come and check us out during that particular segment. Also, if you're in the market and you want to learn live streaming, hit me up for some live streaming lessons. I would love to teach you. I would love to train you. I do a consultation. And right now I'm actually doing my consultations. I have a special on them. So you could definitely inbox me for that information. So definitely inbox me if you want to have a consultation for learning how to live stream and get your broadcasting game up. All right. I will see you guys later. Bye.